What's good, fam? Welcome back. There we go. What's happening? Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back. Tomorrow's a big day. Today we're going to see the preparation for tomorrow. Pay very, very, very close attention to today's session. We're going to be fully prepared for the FOMC meeting tomorrow. The Federal Reserve interest rate decision. It's going to be a maker or breaker for, in my opinion, potentially the economy here. This could potentially have a massive impact on the economy as well. We're going to talk about it in a second. Looking forward to hang out with you all today's session. Looking forward to see what we can do. And yeah, let's go over everything that happened also yesterday. Let's discuss everything we need here. So we are, again, as always, fully aligned for our next step here. All right, let's see what we have in the building. Let's do a little greeting session as always. Let's see what we have here. Nice tune, I love it. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. Dan, the man, London. What's happening, bro? Snowfall. Dr. Finbar. Yes, welcome back. Hope you had a good London session. Vicky as well. That one guy. Jamie. Nice. Nice. Jorn. Siak. Near Jamie. Siak. Niger? Siak Niger. Something like that. Welcome, bro. Daniel. Jonathan. Hunter. Charlton, my man. Charlie. What's happening, bro? Welcome. Gospel. Welcome officially to the most choppy month of the year. Are you guys surviving? A 1 for yes, a 2 for no. Part of the game here. September has been a savage so far. If you compare this to the other months. But that's normal. It's pretty normal, to be honest. It's pretty normal. So if you're new to trading, do not worry. This is all part of the game. Okay? The market is usually, or tend to usually be extremely unpredictable during, or very choppy during the month of August or September. So this is pretty common. Okay? Keep that in mind. You should extrapolate and go over the long term here. What we're going to do our analysis first. Of course, we're going to go over the charts. We're going to talk about, yeah, some interesting data, man. Some interesting data here. Let's tune out the music a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. We got some interesting data in regards to the Federal Reserve, statement, the Fed Watch tool. If you guys are interested in it, I will share a link with you right now. This will constantly change, especially in the next couple of hours. And tomorrow you will see it probably changing up a little bit. But what it tells you here is the chance of a rate hike. All right, an increase of a potential rate hike. And there is now at this particular moment a 99% chance that we are not going to increase anything for tomorrow's interest rate decision here, which is surprising. Very surprising. Why? Energy prices are going through the roof. Oil is shooting up. Okay, CPI is definitely coming up here. The inflation is definitely increasing again. But on the other hand, if they do increase it, this will or could have disastrous consequences for the market, for the banks, for you name it, for the whole economy. So they're in a dubio right now. They have literally no idea what to do here in this sense. There is not really a good answer for the problem. And that's what you're currently seeing and experiencing also in the market. Everyone is anticipating on a rate hike. At the same time, it could be that it's already priced in. It's not going to happen. So everyone is waiting right now. Everyone is truly waiting right now for this news to come out before investors, can potentially make up their mind and start coming back into the market as well. Okay. The reason why I'm saying that is just look at this chart. Let me show you this chart real quick. This is all going to be very important for our trading today. Let me see where it is. We're looking at the 10-year yield. Okay, 10-year yield. There we go. And simply look at the daily here. This is the government bonds, right? So whenever there's a lot of uncertainty and fear in the market, what tends to happen is that investors buy government bonds, right? They put their money into the treasury, right? They get yield against their treasury. The higher the yield, the better it is for potential investors right there as well. But you can see clearly that this is pulling all the liquidity right now out of the stock market, all the liquidity out of the currency markets. It is happening. You see it happening right now with the government bonds. Gold is actually holding extremely strong. The dollar was coming up, yet gold was not really coming down. So interesting to take consideration as well. This shows me for sure that people are extremely fearful at the moment, investing their money in the stock market or potentially even have it liquid. All right, therefore they put it into the government bonds. You see it right now rising. And therefore I believe that it's particularly already priced in here just in case something unexpected happens, okay? So for that particular reason, we have to see tomorrow what the eventual increase will be. An increase will potentially shoot up the dollar, cause a stronger dollar. I do believe that that's still the case. If they're not going to do it, the question will be, is it already priced in or not? Are we going to see a really anti-climax where, you know, everything is priced in already, so we're not going to see the expectation or a massive move like we expected it to be or expected it to happen? That's going to be the question right now. So the fact that this is 99% chance that it will not happen is crazy to me. Based upon the data I'm currently going through, like it's really, really, really interesting. But anyways, back to the dollar. What happened eventually here? Oh, let's start about the Australian dollar against US dollar, because we closed this one on break even yesterday. It's very important that you make sure, and I told it yesterday on the stream as well, that you go to the mentor charts here. Whenever we are in a trade, in yesterday's stream, I always post updates in the mentor charts right here. Same scenario for the previous setups. Okay, yesterday same thing. I think I closed it in a small loss. It was not 100% break even, I'm gonna be honest with you. Around $93. Okay, but that's about 0.009% of my account at that particular moment. Very small. Yet it's still like what, a 3p plus right here that I had to take in order to accept it. But yeah, I saw it turning. I saw a massive sell signal from the dollar. I was like, no, it's better to get out of here. So make sure for the next trades and so on and so on, that you always are aware of the mentor charts right here in regards to, you know, what we're currently doing. And whenever there are updates, I'll make sure there. Of course, you have to always manage it yourself as well. Don't just wait for me to tell you something. You know, do some of your own work and analysis. But overall here, in case you know what I do, this is what happened yesterday with the Australian dollar against the Australian dollar here. Okay, so very important right now. The only thing though, and this is interesting, let's start with the dollar, and then after the dollar we go to gold, because gold is right now at a very interesting level. So is, by the way, the euro against US dollar as well. But gold is exactly at the level we were talking about yesterday, the 1936 or something. We're gonna go over it in a second here. So look at the dollar. All right, the dollar is coming down. It eventually broke this initial level here. It broke down, it came up, it retraced back one more time, and then it came down here. You could, so in my opinion, say that we're now kind of holding, or potentially could hold above this upsloping trend line right here. Okay, so it's very important to look at what actually is going to happen with the dollar. We know that they have that sell side liquidity built up right there. We also know that this trend line could potentially hold. You know, we don't really know. We have created a higher high here, and we are also back in that range. If we come down, we are retesting this particular range right now. We're right now in a gap, and there is not that much volume in the market. So on the other hand, it left us with some interesting highs as well here. So this is important to see. I think that we have to look at the dollar today as well a lot. If we do touch this point here, what are we going to do here? How are we going to close? What is going to happen? What is going to be the initial reaction? What is this area of the month going to do for us, right? That last candle before a massive expansion. And this will help us also with the decision making for gold, of course, because if the dollar holds here or potentially bounces from that trend and continues up again, then yeah, gold is going to come down a little bit here. And gold is at an interesting level to look at for potentially a pullback at this particular moment as well. So for that particular reason, we have to pay very close attention to what we're currently seeing with the dollar right now. And I think it is just a matter of time before we're going to touch this trend and see how we react from it. I think that's by far, I think, one of the easiest ways to just simply look at the dollar and therefore automatically look at gold as well. Now, heading in towards gold, I think it's important to look at what we are currently seeing, and that is the following. Okay, we are, you know, of course, you guys know the macro right now. I'm actually very surprised how strong gold is holding, but I kind of understand why. If you look at the treasury bonds as well as, you know, potentially the news release that's coming tomorrow, you know, people tend to stack their money into commodities during uncertainty, and you see that happening with gold right now at the moment as well. Usually there would be a negative correlation between the government bonds and the gold, but because it has to do with news, it is kind of important and interesting to understand that this could be a reason why gold is holding up so strong. All right, and that was the main reason why we saw that bounce from Thursday's stream right at the 1900s coming back up again. Okay, I think this is one. This is kind of interesting to know. We did create a internal higher high here. Okay, we broke that high. We have still this range right now that we have to pay very close attention to. We're coming back in that range right now at the moment. When coming back into that range and you look at this zone, we have the value area low here, and this is where I come back to that point I'm gonna make here. Something I would like to share with you guys is the following. Can I tell it? Can I say it? I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think I can say it. We have we are in the making or something very, very interesting here. Okay, we have built a complete strategy around this particular tool right here. You guys already know it. I talk about it already for a year. I think if you look at my Trading Nut interview a year ago, I talked about the fixed volume profile. I do not know many individuals in the market, in the Forex industry that use this tool. I don't know why. I know some guys, but it's not many, that's for sure. And I'm confused because it's so extremely accurate. Okay, so for that particular reason, we have decided to build out a new concept. We call this the LTA concepts right there. Okay, the Limitless Trading Academy concepts, built around fixed volume profile, which is in essence going to be a complete lecture series, including a playbook where we explain how you can take full advantage of this strategy, but really in depth, so you understand also the essence behind this tool, and you know that it's more than just a simple indicator, and just using that indicator is not enough. You need to know many other facets in order to make it work for you. But I think the moment you get it, it's game over. It's game over. So in case you guys want to ask your friends, or your friends are asking you, hey, in the future, what are you trading? Is it ICT? No, it's LTA concepts. All right, I'm trading LTA concepts right now. All right. I'll show you the proof over time. I'm going to show you through many trade histories, a lot of backtesting here, hundreds and hundreds of trades. Put a lot of work and effort into it. You will see, and you have seen it working out on the live streams also many times lately in terms of the analysis part. So we're getting somewhere. Very excited. Looking forward to share it with you on our new YouTube channel, which is going to launch very shortly. So overall, coming back to gold right now, we have this range. We had that expansion, we're now pulling back. We actually had a nice breakout, right? Simple breakout here. We broke out of the trend. We even retested it and we continued up. Very straightforward. We are now back at the value area low. Okay, so this is where we have to pay very close attention right now. As you guys can see, we are actually kind of reacting from that particular level at this particular moment. Okay, and we're starting to slow down a little bit here. So what I want to see is I want to see a reaction. I want to see internal lows getting created, potentially a break of this low. And if we then come down, I do believe that there is a chance that we can continue back down towards the lower levels here. Let's say the 1930, back towards this internal range. But this could be a lower time frame execution we're looking for today. Not too much on the higher time frame. I don't think there will be enough volume. I do believe, again, the same thing, that we're going to range a lot here. I do like gold overall. And the reason why is because gold has been trending much more than other pairs in general. So I think that's a good thing. So I think we can take advantage of the trend back down a little bit as well. If the dollar decides to potentially hold back into that in that particular range right now here. If you do decide to break it, different story. But probably if gold comes down and we break down here, we should be bouncing off of this zone. And I think we could find the alignment here. Okay. The volume profile is one of the best tools I've ever used. I should have talked about it more often. I have to be honest with you guys here. I kind of neglected it for a while. But hey, you know, every single time I got proven otherwise that this is just the way to go. And not just using the tool and that's it. No, it's the combination of the pattern recognition of the whole concept itself, of the inducement, of how people get trapped, how you then measure the internal volume, the structures, everything that's measured around this tool on the higher to lower time frame from macro to micro in combination with market structure, inducement, the Fibonacci, and a couple other tools that we need in order to make it a full-on product right there. Okay, we're going to share this all on our YouTube channel for free. It's going to be there, going to be out there. We're going to put a lot of work and effort into it. You guys will love it. You guys will love it. Can't wait for it. Okay, so for now, reaction right here. I will potentially start trading only this concept, by the way, on stream. Why? Because it works. So I want to make sure that I'll take advantage of what works right now at the moment. What do I want to see? I want to see a touch and a rejection. I want to see a lower low after we created or tapped into one of these levels. Either the volume fixed range volume profile value area low or the naked point of control at 1945 here. Okay, the dollar is going to help us out today with making that decision for gold. Oh, that makes sense. I think that's super important here. Okay, the euro is yeah, still weak. You guys can see it. We have been touching it multiple times. We're now breaking down. We're retesting the lows here. Internally, if you take this to the 1 hour, we have something very, very interesting. Let me go over it right now. What a surprise, surprise. Let me know in the chat if you guys already know it. That would be funny. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about here. What are we going to see right now, right here? Boom. Amazing. You guys are learning quick. Love it. 50%, yes, one layer. 50%. Okay. Filling gap, yeah, filling imbalance. Retesting that trend, indeed. We have the trend line on the daily. Okay. It's like a retest. We broke below it. We're kind of retesting this on the daily right now. As you guys can see here, this is forming the break, retest, rejection. 1 hour chart though. If you draw the fixed range volume profile from this range here, back towards this level, we have this low here, the value area low. Okay, value area low, rejection on the dot right here. Perfect. Very, very clean, aligns very well with that trend overall here. So what do we want to see? We want to go to the, not the 1 hour, we want to go to the lower time frame. And we want to at least look for a low that put in the high, which is this low right here. 106.820. I think it's an important one to look at. If you do break it, we have something very clean here. So that could be a nice continuation. Why? We have, of course, you know, a bunch of trend line liquidity built up here, and it's actually a retest on the daily as well. So there are a lot of confluences coming together where this or why the euro is facing that resistance right now. Okay, so one more time, 50% value area low, daily trend, rejection, pullback scenario, right now holding resistance right there. So very, very clean reaction. Yeah, let's see how far we can take it, and if we can start breaking lows, especially lows that put in the highs, because that's where the confirmation comes in. Okay, that's where we can start looking for our entries. Why? Because they have an easy place to put your stop loss here. Okay, you have an entry here, stop loss there, and then your target is, of course, you know, much lower back to the lows right here, or potentially even lower. But it all depends on the dollar. Nothing we can say until then. So it is an interesting one. I do like it a lot. If you go back to the daily for the euro, then there is one more thing I wanna show you here is the following. At the same time, you will see that you start flipping this candle as well. If you start breaking these lows internally, you start flipping it. And we do have a small gap below for the euro right here in between as well on the daily. Okay, so that could potentially turn into a gap fill back towards the 106.6. You know, further continuation. You know, right now at that point of resistance here, you flip it. You potentially look for that continuation back to the downside right here. Okay, so yeah, let's see how we develop with the euro. For gold, same thing, very similar behavior. In my opinion, what we need to do here is we need to come down and break, you know, of course, that initial resistance. I think we have retested this already once, which is at 1930. I think if you start breaking below it, you know, there is a big chance that we could just see a continuation back to lower targets right here, which is still potentially in higher low scenario if you continue up, right? So it's not particularly a complete turnaround. It could easily be a consolidation or expansion, pullback, retracement back into that range, continuation up. So yeah, currently in the value area low of gold, currently in the value area low of the euro USD. Dollar is starting to look weak, but at the same time, we are coming closer and closer to some support. That is definitely all coming together as well here. So yeah, potential bounce could be. We have to see that, experience that when the volume come in here. So this is interesting. Looking forward to see how it goes. Either way, that's what we're looking for. A potential gold pullback and a euro US dollar pullback. Let's see how we develop here with the euro. What we want to see is a little bit more weakness. A little bit more weakness right here. Okay. I think that's definitely what we're looking for. Expectation for the FOMC, bro. We're gonna see tomorrow. I'm very curious. I do believe I would be surprised if they don't increase the interest rates, but apparently they're extremely certain it's not gonna happen. So yeah, it's hard to say. I think a lot of it is already priced in if we don't increase interest rates. And yeah, we're gonna see the reaction of it later. I think that's what matters the most here. If we indeed do not increase the interest rates here, yeah, we could see a short pullback for the dollar as well. So you called for short yesterday to short Nvidia and AMD. Let's go there real quick. What are some stocks that we're looking at? Nvidia and AMD. Yeah, we're on a daily. It's a macro level, right? It's a swing trade. So we start breaking the lows right now. Indeed, we start breaking the trend here on AMD, on Nvidia. Same thing, very similar behavior. Yeah, we need to start breaking the lows here. Overall, below the 1416. But yeah, it could be that we're on the macro levels. We're going to see some short opportunities soon for a lot of different types of pairs here. Netflix is definitely one of them we're talking about. Netflix is coming closer and closer. If you go to the weekly, you know exactly what I mean here. This is not looking good at all for Netflix right now. Okay, in case you guys are interested in stocks, you know, we're trading on Vantage now. You can also trade on Vantage. You can trade like 400 stocks there. It's very easy. That's why if you want to get access to our stock setup soon, we're going to set something up here. You need to have a Vantage account for that in order to join, or you just take them from the streams, whatever the case may be. But yeah, are we going to see some volume today? That's the main question. We use different methods of analysis, but it's uncanny how often our analysis concurs. I'm looking to get a short on the euro, just waiting for a good entry. Amazing. Yes. So that proves that the strategy is not everything. By far. Okay. The strategy is not everything, but at the same time, yeah. Do what you are comfortable with doing and what works for you. I think that's the most important thing. Do not let you get influenced that you have to make it extremely difficult for yourself, that you need to know all these crazy terms. If it's simple, it's simple. I know people that literally wait for this to break, and the moment it closes below, they enter a short. So yeah, it is. It cannot get simpler than that, and it works for a lot of people as well. So yeah, I'm not here to bash any strategy. That's for sure. The LTA concepts are gonna be next level though. Simple and effective, yet still using semi level 2 data, which is going to be interesting. And I do look forward to that release here. Full playbook, all the rules, the whys and the hows, and the prehistoric data is I think the most important one. All right. So what do we need to do? We need to break below the 1929 after a rejection of the very lower point of control. If we come up, we look at the previous low that put in that high, and then we look for a continuation back down. Okay, that's what we in essence are doing. Same for the EUR/USD. It's very, very similar. No pullback. Definitely not looking for lumps at the moment. This is maybe a quick scalp, but no. I think that if we come up and we shoot up here, then this is the next level to look at. But this particular range, we're already very close. I think it's what, maybe 15 pips. All right, yeah. If you come up here and you break it, we might pull up a little bit more because the dollar is indeed coming down, and we're getting closer and closer to that trend. So I just want to see how we react around it. Okay. That's what I want to see. So number one, dollar comes back. Number two, we look at where the euro-US dollar is. If it's below here, and we start looking weaker on the lower time frame, we take a short. If it's gold up, same thing, same scenario here. In regards to the book map, massive sell order at 1958 futures, which is gonna be, and I need to see now. Let me quickly look at it. That is 1959, 1958. Yeah. It's practically very low. Yeah. A lot of resistance there for now. Angelo says last CPI was slightly higher than expected, wasn't it? Wouldn't that mean the Fed will have the last attempt of balancing inflation? Yeah, it was much higher than expected indeed. So for that particular reason, you would say that they would increase these interest rates with another 25 basis points or something like that. But the Fed watch still says that it's like a 99% chance it will not happen. Very confusing. Because because it doesn't make sense logically. I think for many investors and big traders out there, it is safer to just put your money into government bonds right now and just wait for it to happen. That's it. Wait for it to happen. Wait for the news to come out, and from there on, they start restructuring potentially their portfolios or reorganizing whatever they need to. In order to move forward with that particular data. Is there an opportunity in dollar general? Is there an opportunity in the DGN stock? It's crashing badly. I haven't seen the DGN stock. I haven't seen it. We might be looking at it later. Make sure you smash up that like button, fam. 200 likes, 800 people watching. We're gonna be here tomorrow. We're gonna be here Thursday. We're gonna be here today. Support us, and we're gonna be here for sure. Smash that like button. Let's go. Bro, okay, check Canadian dollar. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're ready for gold indeed. Gold is building some interesting, some lower time frame structure right now. Yeah, I want to see it actually tapping into the 1937 first. I want to see gold coming up to the 1937. Lorenzo, what led you to access your Australian dollar US dollar position to initially decide to hold for the next day? So what changed? So good question. Yeah, we saw the dollar closing this candle. We saw it coming up. We saw it flipping, and it started to look pretty nasty. So the moment we were up there and we filled up that wick, we had that strong closure. To be specific, we had this candle right here. We closed this pretty strong, right? Demand came in and we failed to break this high with the next candle. Oh, camera is dead. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Bali here. But we failed to break the next candle. So we started to come down, and that was the moment for me to say, okay, we're now particularly almost at break even. Practically at break even. So I think this is better to just close right now and to look for a next opportunity, because if you cannot even break the previous candle right here, it's not a good sign. Okay, that is not a good sign at all. Hope that makes sense. Let me get my air conditioning real quick. That's better. Sorry guys, without the air conditioning, I'm freezing. The camera is gonna get overheated. There we go. Okay, dollar, show us what you got. All right. Swing low to swing high, where are we at? 62%. No, 50%, sorry. 50%. Okay, dollar's holding at 50. Right now at the moment, we're holding at 50% here. We closed above it once. We're now right on top of it. So I understand why gold is coming down a little bit right now. We are indeed holding at the 50% here. Question is, are we going to break through it? Are we going to come down to the 618, which is then automatically a trend line? And it's then also, you know, causing a complete gap fill right here. And after that gap is filled, I'm actually much more confident. If we start to consolidate here, we show some internal structures, that gold will continue potentially, you know, a pullback after that rejection at the very area low. So I do like this a lot here. If you do see that rejection right now, right here, and potential pullback right there. Once again, I do believe that this level is interesting to look at. Internally, we might have another level right here at 1933.5 to look at as well. 2 levels. If you can break it, yeah, also good. Okay, So yeah, dollar is going to help us out here, 50% right now at the moment. I think we're going to break it. But who knows? We have like what, 15 minutes till closure. I think we're going to break it. I think we should be coming down a little bit more. You know, actually coming back into that overall range here. Yeah, then it gets interesting for us. Why? Because you go from range to range, right? This is now a new range. We expand it. We're coming back to our old range. We go from range to range. We have been doing this ever since. Okay. And, you know, it used to be very, very effective also for the dollar right here. So, yeah. Wait for gold. And if gold breaks the 1933.5, we might have a move. So, we could see something like this as well. Bro, okay, check Canadian dollar yen. They have upcoming news. Yeah, I heard about the Canadian dollar news indeed. And it has been buying for over a week from the car. Alright. Yeah, while we're waiting for gold here, let's do it. Let me set up a new poll here. Okay, 256 likes, 900 people watching. It's not enough, fam. It's not enough, man. Let's help us out here. Let's press that like button right now. You help us grow. And, you know how the game works. You know how the YouTube game works. Alright, gold's coming down. I love it. Yeah, let's do Canadian dollar, Japanese yen for you real quick, man. Very quickly, I want to go back to gold. And I actually want to focus a lot more on gold today. Because of the setup indeed. Yeah, we're breaking highs right now. Breaking highs monthly. Back to this initial range. Oh, I think it's a weekly zone as well. Yeah, okay. Let's see if you can close. This is like a higher time frame setup, man. I think you need to wait for a closure here on the weekly. I really do believe so. Are we going to create a weekly closure above this high, or we're going to get rejected and close below it? If you close below it, then you just look simply at the daily and you start looking for a lower time frame confirmation. We have news coming, I do agree, but this is not looking that good. I do not see a direct setup right now for the Canadian dollar against the US dollar at the moment. It is at the weekly high. It is an interesting level, but yeah, wait for that. You need more confirmation here. What's the bias for gold? Sorry. So the bias for gold is if you break the lows here, I'm interested in looking to short it down with yeah, a potential stop at around 90.30. If the dollar helps us tremendously with moving back up. I personally believe that we are not there yet. I think that we can top out a little bit more for gold before we make the turnaround here. But I am leaning towards a flip after the dollar has been bouncing off of this initial range. We're actually kind of holding right now at this high. It's kind of it's an horizontal support level as well here. We have been kind of holding right now at that initial level. But yeah, there is an interesting level below. We're kind of holding on towards right now, the 50% in that initial zone. So yeah, you could say we're at support. What could be interesting for a confirmation is that the dollar breaks this high. Why? Because then we break this high, and gold then breaks this low, and then we have like a nice potential reverse scenario where we can come down back to the lows and stuff. And I think this could be something good. This could be something good. Something back down if the dollar, yeah, starts showing some support by breaking internal highs. Lorenzo, is it possible to get my reward as a top chatter? Yeah, I messaged you 6 weeks ago. I never got a reply. I'm waiting for your answer. Yeah, so yeah, let's see if the dollar bounces and gold comes down. And if that's the case, then we're looking for sells for gold here. So yeah, really low is a perfect level to look at. Overall back at the overall range. Another layer could be, I'm not sure what I need to see here. Back towards, yeah, you break the 618. You know, you turn that into support, you break below that, and then you can, yeah, it's a good level to look for shorts if you break it. So let's see what we can do. Right here. I think that we could still top out once, but let's see. What do I mean with that? One more move up before starting to slow down a little bit. Australian dollar US dollar critical stop today. Very unfortunate for people. Keep it very close on the meta charts. Because we keep an update. I tagged everyone in Discord as well, making sure that people got the notification. So you know that we, you know, when we exit, if we exit on break even or whatever the case may be, whenever we are in a trade, I'm trying to update you guys here in the meta charts. Whenever you know you need an update for what I'm currently gonna do. Because anything can change, you know, on the stream I can easily just review it and talk about it, but when we're off, then yeah, I need another way to connect you or to be in touch with you whenever we are in a trade. In which scenario related to tomorrow's news? So the reason why I'm looking at gold right now for shorts here as well, I think I do expect a little pullback for today. The reason why is because of the following. If the dollar indeed, you know, decides, or if the Federal Reserve decides to not increase interest rates here, what tends to happen is that the dollar, you know, tends to come down, because if it's actually not going to be, you know, used, the government bonds will come down potentially as well after that, because people realize, oh, okay, no rate hikes, market is still potentially safe, so let's put our assets again more into risk on products, right? Such as gold or, you know, the stock market, equity market. So I think that today could be then a good place for gold to actually look for a pullback scenario. If they then don't increase its interest rate, that gold could come up a bit further. Something in that manner. So I'm actually therefore look for today for a little pullback, for tomorrow potentially continuation up again, unless something crazy comes out, which is going to be that 1% chance on, you know, on this tool that we're actually going to increase interest rates. That would change the whole game. Bro, how do you set the drawing with the arrow? Okay, you click on it. You go here, arrow. Or figure Abdella says gold maybe it's coming down to sell side liquidity at 1922. Yeah, it's an interesting zone. It is an interesting zone. Yeah, I do agree with you. It's an interesting zone. Dollar is not showing that much strength though yet. So wait for the dollar to push up here. Because if the dollar is going to start pushing, man, gold is going to come down quick or quicker. Are you still in the Australian dollar trade from yesterday? No. Look, please in the previous stream, or sorry, in today's stream a little bit back. At the beginning of the stream. Or the meta charts right here, where you updated. Lorenzo, where are we shorting Australian dollar, US dollar at the moment? The amount of equal lows on different time frames are insane. Yeah, we're gonna come back to the Australian dollar, US dollar as well. I want to see a higher high for the dollar first. But gold is actually setting up very nicely as well right now. And it's very clean. A very clean trend line. Liquidity as well here. London has actually been quite decent in September. New York has been not that great. You guys know it. We're gonna see how we finish this month. Overall, it's quite common for September to be a little bit choppy. Usually it tends to be August rather than September. This year, definitely September. Last year, definitely August, where that actually was the case here. So yeah, if you're new to trading, don't think, wow, crazy how the market is, because this is not normal. Well, it is normal, but it's actually not common. When the market is very slow, you have to wait a lot, you have to be patient a lot. There is not that volume that really spikes through. You have to be very patient in your positions. You're longer in your positions than usual. This is all part of the game. Lorenzo, where do you find the Sunday Open prices from? So you have a tool, it's called the Sunday Open. Risk Addicted. Nice name. Sunday Open. And it shows you where you open the market, which is actually indeed up there for the dollar. Yeah, okay, dollar's coming down here, you see? So yeah, we're gonna see what happens when we come back to that overall trend right here. This is where it's gonna get interesting. So let's see how we do it. Gold, yeah, we want to see gold making that one push up, followed by a move down again, a rejection down. Okay, open a customer, yeah, open a customer support ticket, brother. Do it, absolutely. Sounds like a plan. Dollar looks bearish, yeah, dollar looks bearish. Overall, trend is still up. As long as we're holding above here, we could easily see that bounce. As you guys can see here, very clear. If we see that bounce there, yeah, we're gonna see the other pairs reacting to it. Gold, Euro, USD, Gold, GU, you name it, reacting to that particular bounce here. A lot of confidence are coming together here. Okay. At 104.8 for the dollar index. So if we get there, then I'm very interested in looking for setups. gold for Euro USD. So yeah, let's see. Give it that last push, that would be amazing. So gold can come up a bit. Why do you want gold to push up again after rejection? Well, I think that this is something that we're gonna see today. I think that if the dollar indeed decides to come down a little bit further, gold might take out the previous highs, come down or tap into the 1937, face resistance, come down, and then you know, start trending down a little bit. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, please analyze EURUSD. Yeah, make sure you come here at 7 a.m. Sharp EST, because we do our full analysis here. We talked about gold, we talked about the EURUSD. We tend to use that time to actually do our analysis. So otherwise, we constantly have to do it over and over again for people that are tuning in. And before you know it, I'm analyzing the same pair 10 times within like 30 minutes because, you know, we're not looking back into the session to see if I already talked about it. That's why 7 a.m. sharp, boom. We go over it together and we have discussed everything within the first 30 minutes. How's your day going? I'm doing good, man. Yes. A lot of boxing tomorrow again. Looking forward to it. Hi Lorenzo, I haven't been there in a while. Is the V3 still lifetime? Yes, absolutely. For now, it's still the case, Stefan. My day is as follows right now at the moment. I wake up, drink my coffee, stand in the grass in the sun, enjoy the sun a little bit, wake up with the sun. Then I do a quick analysis. I just quickly want to look at the chart to see what happened overnight, just out of curiosity. Then I go to the gym. I go boxing, or the gym, or my home gym. On the rooftop, whatever the case may be, but something like that. And then it's the question, should I go to the beach or should I just go back to work? Do I have a lot of things to do? If I have a lot of things to do, I go back to work, practically work all day, or I can go to the beach first and then, you know, a couple hours before the beach, I prepare a little bit for the stream and then I come to the stream. Forex is nice to do Thai boxing. Amazing. Some of us are from India. Our standard time is different than yours. We have Indian, ICT. What's yours? EST. Now I'm in Indonesia, but EST is just New York time. All right, 7 a.m. New York time. Natural gas alert. What is this? What happened here? Did we break out? Yeah, natural gas is preparing on the daily here for something big. Eventually. Can still take a while. We have no idea how long it takes, but it's similar to what we've seen here. So you never know. The moment you break out of it one time and you come back and you pull back, create a higher low, that's where your entry is, and boom, before you know it, you have that monster trade. So I'm waiting for that breakout and that pullback back into that range. We start looking for particular setups here, you know, swing setups, of course, for natural gas right there. But we're not there yet, but yeah. That is what usually tends to happen. You break out of that range, you come back, and boom. We're preparing for something very similar right now. Very, very similar behavior. as you can see right here. So yeah, let's see how that one goes. So you guys are surviving September and still being dedicated here. I love the commitment, fam. Good job. That's how we do it. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, well, I'm gonna do on a Sunday. I want to do like a Sunday stream right now. This Sunday I want to do a Sunday stream where we're gonna go over all the charts beforehand. So I'm gonna do like a Sunday live stream, and we do practically all the charts right there for you know, for next week. So we just don't have to just only do analysis right there in the live streams during the week. We have like a pre-analysis together where we can go over anything, all the charts right there. So I think that's a plan this Sunday. Sunday analysis. At the time, I think it will be around the same time. Yeah, I think it will be around the same time.
I feel at home here. I feel at home.
And if you couldn't watch it, of course, then just watch it after. Right? Very easy. We can do like a Q&A. We can go over all the charts. And yeah, do the micro. Spend like an hour analyzing everything we need for next week. Okay, New York open. Yeah, like we said, what do we want to see? We want to see simple reaction here. So we want to take out the previous highs one more time. Start looking weaker, coming down, and I want to see the dollar then bouncing and actually start coming down from there. Wait, I can do that cleaner. I can do that better. I can do that better. Whatever. Let's see where the dollar is at. Natural gas is for sure my swing trade, you know, setup here in case we break out and come down. And before you know it, we see something like this happening. After, keep in mind, a small 80% decline. That's it, 80%. Okay, dollar coming down here. All right, important moment. Now we're gonna see what their plan is. What their plan is here. Are we gonna hold here? Are we gonna hold here, or are we actually gonna continue down? Who knows? But this is where we need to see reaction from, for sure. And that reaction is something that we can take advantage of. That would be good. Lorenzo, are you trading on a funded account? No, I'm not on a funded. Can you upload your records V3 backtesting on your YouTube channel? We have the V3, all the information right there. We have a lot of events that we have done. It's all in our V3 events section. I think we have like 50 recorded videos right there. Backtesting sessions, which are extremely powerful. Gold, any chance for buying? Yeah, gold is indeed coming up. We're heading towards a big level. That's the value area low. So yeah, this is where the dollar will particularly bounce from, or at least see a reaction from, right here. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how the dollar is gonna react. And if you hold here, and if you do, we know what to do potentially for gold. Which range is the point of control derived from gold? It's this overall range right here. It's practically this zone. Boom, packed, beautiful. Let's see what Gigi is doing. Let's see what she's looking at right now. Gold spot. Yeah, very similar stuff. Very similar, very similar. Okay, nice. Perfect. What's happening to the yen basket? That's a good question. I think the yen basket is coming down. Would not be surprised. Yeah, absolutely tanking right now at the moment. The weakest currency on the market. Interesting enough, with the lowest interest rates as well. That's no coincidence. So, yeah, the yen is getting wrecked. Absolutely destroyed. Yeah. Let's see if we can do some LTA concepts today. That will be cool. That will be awesome. Tapping to that high, reversing, flipping lows, entry. Is euro has to grab any liquidity before dropping down? Yeah, could be. We could be pushing up further towards this level. I would pay very close attention to the euro dollar right there if you come up here. Very, very close attention. The 107.325. We do have this. I am aware of that range, but the dollar will potentially react from this level already. So yeah. We are now at a level where we are going to see a lot of confluences for the dollar. So if that's going to happen, then gold is, of course, going to face some difficulties soon. If you are new to the channel, make sure you smash up that like button and also hit the subscribe button here. We're moving. And yeah, welcome to the fam. Okay. We're in it to win it in the long term. We're building an amazing community right now. We're reaching the 15,000 members in our Discord. The core is getting bigger and bigger. That's what we're working for. That's the main reason I'm doing this right now, to build a core individuals, a core people of traders that are interested, that are committed. And everyone is welcome, but it's also about how much effort do you want to bring to the table? Like, what are you bringing to the table? Or you want to put in the work? Just you want to, be active in the community. You want to help the new members out that are joining, if they are, potentially interested in, working and doing their best as well to improve on a day-to-day basis. So, after a while, we're going to see a chain reaction of traders helping other traders out. I'm just building the framework, the foundation. That's it. The foundation is what matters. After a while, we have our dream team and everything will start running, My goal is, if I, pass away or something happens to me, that the LTA concepts continues over time. All right? That's all I'm working towards. That's a legacy. That's legacy right there. So it's only for the committed people here. That's why I'm live every single day, 4 hours a day. Not for the guys here that are, hey Lorenzo, can I buy now or sell now? Can I buy now? Give me a signal. Give me a signal, please. Give me a signal. Now, coming for the guys that are willing to learn. And if you take a trade, we take a trade. Through thick and thin. The profitable trades, the losing trades, the overall winning trades we take on long term. I think that's what matters the most here. The extrapolation of success right there. That's what we're looking for. Okay? These type of people. All right? It's not always rainbow and sunshine. But if you stay committed and you're here on a day-to-day basis, you're here to make friends for life. I'm telling you, there are people in our community that came together and literally met each other for a coffee. That's how it starts. Okay? So people are meeting each other in real life, in person, talking about trading or whatever. Trading for a coffee. All right? And that's legacy right there. That's what we're building. So that's why I'm waking up with a smile every single day. Yes, I'm going to go back into the live stream. Okay? Because I know I'm one step closer towards that congruence right there. The connection between us and new people in our community. And network. Your network is your net worth. Okay? So find the right community. Stick with us through thick and thin, and you will get rewarded if you put in the work, if you are committed. Okay? And I think that's where the magic will happen. So, gold long or short? Let's wait for the dollar to react here. What spreadsheet do you use to keep your track of your trade history? Very simple spreadsheet. I don't like to make it complicated. If I want to open a new one, I just open a new tab. Boom, I duplicate it. I change it up, and I change it up for my crypto history. I have a bunch more spreadsheets that are also private as well. If you want to get access to it, just go to the link in the description. But you can also click on File, make a copy, and copy it for yourself, and you just change it up for yourself. Very simple. Don't overcomplicate your spreadsheet, because you don't want to spend more time in building your spreadsheet than actually doing your analysis in the markets. Yeah. Okay, we're here. We're almost there. Vicky says, I can't wait to get good, get funded, and can give back to new people what the current mentors have given me. Much love, Vicky. You're doing amazing. You're doing great. Lorenzo, how far do you think the yen basket could drop? Oh, very, very far, bro. It's really a big problem if you don't increase the interest rates for your currency, because it's no longer relevant for big investors to keep their money or to move your money into the yen or buy, let's say, yen bonds, right? To borrow your money to their government. So what the yen is doing right now, or what the Bank of Japan is doing, they're actually printing Japanese yens and they're buying US treasuries with it. So in essence, their currency is practically worthless, or it's heading towards that direction. They do it to improve government spending and to also just put more money into the economy, to keep the economy as liquid as possible, which is better for the people. But the currency is absolutely suffering right now. So I don't see a direct solution for the Bank of Japan to solve it. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna see pullbacks, we're gonna see short-term, long squeezes, but I don't see the long-term vision for the yen right now. Will I have to pay now to access your technical analysis and setups on Discord? No, you can join for free links in the description. We do have a VIP section, of course, but you don't have to. We have tons and tons of amazing people also, in our lounge. We have our setups channels and so on and so on. Thanks, Lorenzo. They are planning to increase the interest rates only by Jan next year. Will it fall till then? Hard to say, bro. But it's a matter of time. But that's actually bad now for the yen to increase their interest rates. Actually, a very bad thing. So that means that they are forced to dump these US treasuries on the market as well. In order to stay liquid. It's gonna be a big problem for the yen, and for yeah. It's not looking good. How are you feeling about today's liquidity overall compared to yesterday? I mean, the dollar is coming down right now. The dollar is not ranging, so that's good. The dollar is actually breaking. So yeah, it's actually good that that's the case right now. We do, however, come back around now to this range right here. So this is where I want to see, a reaction from the dollar. So yeah, we can take this to the 5-minute at some point. And start seeing if we can, if you can see an increase. We have this trend line here. We have this 618, 618 Fibonacci. We have this arrow of the month here. We have, this whole range that we're covering as well. So, yeah, I think we're gonna find some support for the dollar. So if that's the case, then gold should be topping out in the short term. But let's see. So in case you want to know what government bonds are, in essence, there are just simple ways to just explain it in a very simple manner. There are many ways where you can borrow your money to the government, and they can use that money for whatever purposes, right? Government-related purposes. Anyways, they give you a certain yield, a fixed rate interest every quarter or every 6 months. And they pay you a dividend, and that's how it is. And it's very stable income for big investors. So if you get 4.4% right now, 4.14%, that's very good for a lot of individuals here. That's better than the current official inflation data. So yeah, that's what makes it, of course, more interesting. So it's actually kind of a catalyst. The moment you start breaking the 4% to 5%. The more people want to put more money into the government bonds and treasuries as well. But the problem is with it that it withdraws the liquidity from the stock market, from the currency markets. And that's why you're seeing right now, without new fresh money getting printed, injected into the economy, that the market is drying out here, and that we're topping out on many of these accounts or many of these structures on the stock market, the Nasdaq, S&P 500, big tech stocks, you name it. Are you still in Australian dollar US dollar? No. Go back into the stream. It wouldn't be easy to trade Nasdaq or use sturdy when Forex goes through prolonged consolidation. Yeah, could be, depending on the market, on the setup. Gold right now is doing its thing here. 15 minutes, we're coming up like we wanted to. Taking out the previous highs. Now we are... oh, look at that. Order is removed. Keep a very close eye on gold here. The only way we would short it is if it would break the low here. So if it would come down, of course. So yeah, let's be patient. The dollar right now still coming down. 30-minute closure in 7 minutes. We're almost back at this 1 hour area of the month here, which is this range right here. Back in structure rather than that gap. That gap will be completely filled. Let's see how we react. That's what we're looking for. Just a reaction. The reaction is going to help us. Okay, reaction. Dollar is at the trend. There we go. We're at the trend line right here. Trend line, range, supply area of demand, 618 Fibonacci. A lot of confidence coming together there. You see that trend line right now? You see it getting respected. No confirmation, but it's there. It's the first sign here. So yeah, let's see how we develop. Gold reacts straight away to that reaction here. So the correlation is good. Five more minutes for the 30-minute closure. There is a 2-hour supply 90.40 in gold. That might be a better place to short gold. 90.40 for gold right here. I think the value area low is good. We tapped perfectly into the very area low now. Increase in volume, yeah. So look at where we're at. Look at how you react from it right now. That's what you want to see. So taking out the highs, like we said, want to take out the previous highs. Now start coming down. Potentially here, dollar is now where it needs to be. And now we need to break structure, right? So it's either this one. It could, in theory, be. It could be this one, but this is that high here. So I would rather break this high as well to look for further continuation. Yeah, overall, we're heading towards what we're looking for. That initial reaction is good. So step one, good. Step one completed. Dollar reached the trend line, reached that target. The gap has been practically filled. Now we want to see a reaction. It's a 30-minute, right? So we have our closure soon. Let's create a bottom wick and then push us up further. So next candle opens up, comes down, and then it flips it and it turns bullish and it starts pushing. And then yeah, gold will start breaking a low, and then we can look for entries or like continuation. That's the strategy. You don't want to usually directly open an entry from the value area low. You can, but you don't know how it's reacting to it, right? So you want to first wait for that reaction. Then you know, hey, I have something here. We're reacting from that level. Okay, perfect. So then I'm looking, okay, internally then, what particular low in this case created that high that tapped into the value area low? And then I'm looking at this one. Okay, we have one right here, 1935. The other one is at 1933.4. I'm like, okay, if you break this high then breaks this low. The value area low is showing enough supply, enough strength, enough sell side in order to push us further back down, breaking lows. Then I'm looking for entries. Then I'm looking to short it, stop loss above the highs. And usually I zoom out and I see, okay, where potentially can we heading towards to? Well, for sure we're looking at the 1930. Right, that's one move. If you break that, you can come back down all the way, you know, towards the 1922. Right here. If the dollar decides to actually hold here, right, and then continue its momentum, at least show us a bounce back towards the 105 point. The 105. So you come down, you react from the zone, from this range, you then come back up to at least test the lows of this this expansion we saw previously. Practically building up that new trend here internally, and then it could be something like, you know, we don't know, but at least shows a reaction. We have our 30-minute closure right now, perfect. Bottom wick, perfect. Nice. Nice. EUR/USD? Not there yet. EUR/USD has like a 4-hour closure. Gold looks clean. So we came up, step one completed. We had a 30-minute closure, bearish. So that's good. Now it's about breaking structure. Breaking structure down. For the dollar to do exactly this right here. I like that. I do like that. I do like that. Let's break this initial high, the 104.9. And then let's see a break of structure to the downside for gold. And yeah, we have something. Love it. Yeah, I'll think about the 1922 eventually, but secure ourselves at like what, 1931. Something like that here. This is a good start. So I took out these orders. That's what it did. It just took out the orders here, and it came down. So it's actually drawn off liquidity here, right? So I drew to that liquidity and it flipped it. You don't know what kind of orders these are. Sell limit sells, buy stops, you don't know. So yeah, they reacted, they took it out, and they flipped it. New sell orders placed at 90.60. Dollar needs to break this high. Gold needs to break the lows, and we have something here. LTA concepts. Target Sunday open. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, we have some sell side below though, but yeah, it's a good target. It's a 2-to-1. It's a 2-to-1 with one TP point in the middle, right at this level here. 1930.064. You need to see the break. That's important. You need to see the break of structure right there. That's why we don't enter right there. Unless it's like a quick scalp or something like that, but no, it's that break of structure that makes the difference. At the same time, like we said before, right? You want to break this high. So you automatically want to break this high, because now you're kind of bouncing from it right here. So that's what you want to break as well. So you have like a double confirmation. You have like this horizontal support break. You have that lower low, and you have that rejection from the value area low that pushes price down right there. And the dollar needs to break this high. Sunday open is a great target. Absolutely, I love it. Lorenzo, I have a question about Bali. Is the crime rate high here? No, the crime rate is the lowest. I mean, I could say it's the lowest in the world, almost. It is crazy low, crazy low. Yeah. All the crime happens underground. You don't see that. You and I will never see it. Smash it live on the 1284 people watching, 477 likes. That's not good, man. We're gonna wait for the break to the downside. We have one very important level at 1930. Very important level right there. 1930. Okay. We have to take some profits there or secure ourselves. So far, it's doing great. It's following. Look at the dollar. There we go. Dollar shows what you got here. Shows that bounce. Show us that beautiful, beautiful bounce right there. Trendline bounce. Coming down. Holding at the 618. That's what we want to see. Gap filled. Yes, sir. Gold. Wait for the low to be broken. No, yeah, simply no trade because we need to break that low. We need to break that low. Okay, let's give a call to Thomas right now. Let's see if he's here. Whoa.
Oh, yo, Lorenzo.
Yo.
Yo, what's happening? You doing good?
I'm good, man. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, brother. I think you need to... Oh, I see. Okay.
All good, all good. Yeah, shout out to the magician right here. Let's get you in. Let's get you involved.
What's happening? How are you doing, Lorenzo? You doing
I'm
good, bro?
I'm good. Yes.
That's amazing. Good to hear.
Looking
Good to hear.
Looking good.
And how is everyone in the chat doing then? Let me see who's here. I love it. Bjorn, what's happening? How are you doing? You doing good? Love to see everyone here. So we're looking at a short on gold.
Oh. Where are you, man? I can't find you. Oh, there you are. Yes. All good.
All right. Amazing.
Boom.
All right, amazing. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
So
we were just talking about the this is a good one, Adrian. Looking tense, Thomas.
wait. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've been laying in the sun for a little bit. Enjoying the nice weather. We're talking about like 16 degrees or something like that. So I'm enjoying it, you know.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah. We were just talking about the commitment in our Discord and on YouTube as well. From the guys that are here through thick and thin, also in September. What do you think of September?
So far, I think it's horrible. Yeah, it's not the best, but you know, everyone who's getting through September is gonna be the real winner, right? So that's the whole beauty about it. The real traders are born in months like these, so we see who's here right now.
The real G's. Yes, I agree.
Exactly, 100%. Thomas, your skin is so bright it shines more than the sun. I take that as a compliment.
You know that the sun is white?
Is it white?
Yeah.
It's on fire, right?
I heard the sun is actually white. I don't know who told me that, but I think I heard it somewhere. Vicky says, if I pass my challenge in September, it will be funny. Okay. Very important question. Are you guys ready? Who thinks that the Earth is flat?
Oh, here we go.
Who
I was
thinks
like,
that the
now
Earth is
it's
flat?
coming. It's a square, right?
Sorry, it's a globe. It's a dome. It's a dome. I'm not talking flat. Now it's a dome.
Wait, Lorenzo, it's a square, right? That's what we were talking about yesterday. It's actually a square.
Oh, we
correct?
talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday
Oh.
together, right? It's a square, right?
Oh, it's a
The
square.
Earth is yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Let's look in the comments real quick. I'll take this extremely serious.
The Earth is a triangle.
Is it actually a hexagon? No, but I do believe we're living in a simulation. There we go.
I like that.
Who thinks Lorenzo needs to scalp more? Yeah, well, not in these market conditions. We wanna see the right confirmation shit. And for now, it's gonna be quality over quantity during the month of September. Quality over quantity. We'll make sure that this is now the case here. It's a sphere. It's not flat or a globe. Says Jeff. The Matrix is real. I do believe in the parallel universes. Okay. Let me show you one thing. Let me show you one thing right now. Saturn. There we go. Perfect. Saturn. This is Saturn's North Pole. All right. They found a hexagon right there on the North Pole. Very interesting.
Looks crazy, actually.
Do you like astrology? Yeah.
It's a big rabbit hole, though. 100%. The beauty of the universe. I can totally agree with you, Maria. 100%.
Rafa says it's a donut. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. You know what the thing is? The longer I'm alive here, I'm talking about with Gavin all the time. He says, yeah, physics, and he's completely right. You know, the laws of nature are real, like mathematics and stuff. I believe in that stuff. But the longer I'm living here, the more I know that I literally don't know. So the longer I'm here on this earth, the more I'm realizing how less I actually know. And this is where it gets interesting. So yeah, speculation.
Yeah, it's the beauty of the saying, right? The more you get to know, the more you understand you know, and you don't know anything, actually. It's actually
Exactly.
really true. Because you start understanding how deep the rabbit hole actually is towards everything in life. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Do you trade using astrology? No, but Thomas, we have been going into it. There are some very interesting things around it, to be honest.
Yeah. How many hours me and Lorenzo went into that? It's actually crazy, guys. But
Yeah,
there's
to the
definitely
moon.
a lot of
the moon
stuff.
cycles,
Yeah.
the moon phases.
Yeah.
That's one layer.
And to be honest, it did show some good examples, though. Like, it definitely has impact. It definitely has impact.
What is the easiest way to learn trading candle strategies? Quadir Isan. Thomas, what do you think? The easiest way to learn trading candle strategies.
You mean easiest way to learn trading candle strategies? You mean like candle patterns and things like that? I think the best way of learning
around the specifically focusing on candle structures.
All right, so the best way for me personally, right, is to make price action logs. I always tell this to everyone, is by making price action logs and drawing them out in a sketchbook. I know it might sound crazy, but you will understand them way easier because your brain will actually copy everything that you're drawing and it will understand it and it will see it on the charts. Like I have sketchbooks full of chart patterns that I wanted to look at, and I recognize them purely because I sketched them in that book. So I would say something like that would really help you by sketching them out and sketching what you're looking for. And if you eventually want to make use of them, of course you need to forward test it, like when the market is actually moving, and see how they react and how the candle is creating. But don't do that with live money, of course. So first, just understand how the candle is being created, and then you can go on from there. Kadir, I hope that answered your question,
yeah,
brother.
I like it. I like it. Now the question is, does astrology have impact, or is there enough people believe it has impact? It's kind of the chicken or the egg question. Yeah, Skinny, you're right. Yeah. Apparently there are some, I mean, you could call it laws of nature, where, algorithms are built up on the laws of nature. It's all conspiracy though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to state something, being a fact, but another layer is that, humans as human beings, we're very emotional, right? Therefore, it tends to happen that during like full moons, and these type of during certain seasons, we tend to be easier. We can easily get manipulated. We can be more emotional around certain times, certain waves in the universe, and so on and so on. All based on just random theories, but it is interesting.
100%. I totally agree. Yeah, it also has to do with the frequencies and things like that. Like you also knew about if you walk with your bare feet in the sand, right? It's you get certain frequencies that come out of the earth that make you feel way more positive and things like that. Did you hear of that before, Lorenzo?
No.
Like, then we're diving really deep into it, but I've heard of that before, actually.
Bart says that's why I cry with full moon.
Yeah. I think that's a different reason, Bart. How about the law of attraction?
Of Waters above crypto YouTube channel, he trades of moon cycles and some crazy geometry. It's so deep. Yeah, there is actually a tool. Do we still have that tool? Thomas, what is that tool called again?
I'm looking for it now.
We're waiting for gold still to break. We're waiting for the dollar. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Okay. Nice reaction so far. Almost heading towards the hourly. So that's a good reaction. That's a good reaction from that trend here. All right, we're getting somewhere. Ravi, the moon pulls and pushes water. Human body is 75% water. The moon has impact on humans. Humans trade based on emotions and feelings equals impact on the market.
Phew. I like it. went really deep on it. Let me actually see. I think we did a lot of research. I'm trying to find if I can find it on my computer.
Maybe next 30 minutes we get more confirmation. Yeah, so yeah, same thing. We're still holding above this this support here. We would break this support, we would break the low, and I think then we have pretty clean traction here. So if we can get into that, we will have something, and that gives the dollar the opportunity to continue its momentum back, you know, back up here, especially with a nice closure like this. You know, we have something. Value area low has so far been doing its job. Now we're waiting for that actual breakthrough moment for gold here. Euro, there we go. We're talking about the 4-hour closure, right? So 7 minutes left for that 4-hour closure. And we are still closing below the value area low on the 4-hour. In 6 minutes we have that closure. Very, very similar yeah, behavior for the euro. I think that the euro is slightly stronger than gold is though. Yeah. I personally think these are all superstitions, says David. Yeah. It is interesting. I think there are a lot of algos built upon the laws of nature and stuff. It's very interesting. A Japanese man did a study. He spoke to a glass of water and froze it and analyzed the structure, and it changed depending on what he said. The vibration, yeah. Rafa says full moon equals full margin. Bro, are you trading on a 6 mil account? No, this is not 6 mil. No, I trade on multiple accounts. Do you keep track of your profit over time? What percentage profit do you have? Yeah, I look it up here. I do have multiple sheets as well with data I cannot share, but these are all my public trades that I take live on stream or in our community. September has been our weakest month since May. Actually, this whole year. But yeah, that's all part of the game. I think Japanese yen guy does the same way. The chilling sun grown. She does this in real time, 20 minutes. Lorenzo, dollar Canadian dollar has reached a support line after 5 days of continuous falling. It could offer a pushback if the dollar goes up too, I guess. So at this particular moment, the Canadian dollar is still very strong. We have news coming. Yeah, we had some news coming. The building permits were bullish for the dollar. In regards to the dollar Canadian dollar, let me look at it quickly. Yeah, we have been coming down quite aggressively. But the oil, you have to understand, oil is still so strong, by the way. Look at this, by the way. All right? Talking about LTA concepts right here. Beautiful range. So, again, the consolidation here. The expansion. Pullback, but not back to the value area low yet. We built it liquidity. We took it out eventually on the daily. It took a long time, but we took it out. We tapped into the value area low. And we are starting to sell off from there. Aggressively sell off from there. Okay? After the top created, we came down, we broke the lows to put in the high. We tapped into that zone, we broke the lows here. From that low, that's where you enter. Stop loss above the highs. We target, of course, the lows, right? Or a realistic higher time frame setup. It could be a big swing trade. Once again, LTA never lies. Okay. Looking forward to continue about it and talk about it much more. For now, I think that if you look at oil, I think we're not there. I think that the oil has still a little bit more trajectory to the upside here. Back up towards the 97, the 97-ish. It is also automatically the 50% Fibonacci right there, the equilibrium of this whole higher to lower time frame setup range. We have been constantly bullish since, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days already straight. So I think that, you know, we have a chance of further continuation. I think the yen or the Canadian dollar stays extremely strong. Therefore, the dollar Canadian dollar, even if the dollar is stronger, it should not be coming up like dramatically right now either. So I think that it's gonna stay relatively weaker for now. What happened to yesterday's trade? We broke even on our position here. Millie says, very happy to know you, Lorenzo, and Tom is proud of you. Thank you. Lorenzo, why does building permits important for the dollar? I mean, it's decent. I mean, it's not the big news here. We didn't even talk about it too much. We knew that news was coming. But yeah, this has an impact on the dollar here, and it's interesting because the dollar was coming down until the news came out. So it kind of came down to fill up the gap, and then the news came out bullish. Perfect timing, right? So yeah, now it's a question of, okay, do we have enough buying power here to continue our momentum, our trend, and to start breaking internal highs here? And the one internal high I'm looking at is that 10-minute high. Why? This is the last high that created this low here. So this is the high that you want to break. Then gold needs to break that low. That put in that overall high. And then we have the same thing as we had on the dollar Canadian dollar on the higher time frame on the daily, where we started to break the low that put in the high. And that was our trigger, our sell trigger. So we have the correlation, we have that break, and we have that confirmation from the value area low as well. So it's very similar, but we just need to see this low getting taken out, and then we have pretty clean traction below until the 1930. And from there, I think, yeah, if you can take it down, yeah, then it's the question is how weak is gold really, and are we able to come back to the Sunday open? Yeah, with a TP point right there. There we go. Hourly closure. Hourly closure is looking good. Show us another bottom wick. Come down a little bit. And push up. Push us up further. That would be nice. That would be nice. Thomas, anything you're looking at? You're the Euro USD magician. Anything you're seeing there?
I was looking at Euro USD this morning, actually during London. For now, for me, it's not that clear at the moment. I do see that we have some downside potential coming in, especially now after we took out the equal highs. So we took out some relative equal highs, some trend line liquidity to the upside. Do you want me to share my screen for a second?
Yeah.
All right, let me share my screen. Okay. Do you see it?
No. Now we do, yeah. We have it.
All right, amazing. So what you can see actually is that we took out these relative equal highs, the trend line liquidity to the upside, had an amazing push up, filling up the full gap, and now closing back with the hourly candle, putting in the top wick, having that continuation break to the downside. What could be really good for us is that if we manage to keep pushing down lower, we're looking for maybe a setup when they break the low, putting our stop above the high, and anticipate the price is going to go towards the lows. The reasoning why is because the overall trend is still bearish.
Yeah.
So it's looking really good. It's also aligning with the gold setup. And we can actually take a look at the highest closure to the lowest closure. And we see that we also pushed above the 50%, tapping the 618, having a continuation to the downside. So that would be something we could look for. Looking really good.
Beautiful. And the value area low. Don't forget the value area low. All right.
Yeah,
The
putting it in
LTA.
the range. The LTA concepts. We can actually put it in the range. We can actually look at multiple ranges here.
Yeah, I
So
like your
now-
idea, bro. If you come down and you break below this level, and there is enough, momentum, that's important right now, I think. The momentum itself.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Then, yeah, I love it. I love it. I think we have something here.
Love it. Looks actually really good.
I feel at home here.
Especially now because they went into it and now they're breaking the value area low. So that's
Yeah.
that's something like, are we already gonna call it that? Are we already gonna say how we call something like that, Lorenzo?
No, we cannot share everything yet.
No, not yet, right?
You know that. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Confidential.
Okay.
NDA.
keeping it quiet for now. Keeping it quiet for now.
Even hey James, how are you, man? Crude also has taken out 3 big levels: previous daily high, previous weekly high, and previous monthly high. Yeah, wow. Amazing. Oil is absolutely crushing it. I do see it pushing up to 97-ish still. But yeah, let's see.
I feel at home here. I feel at home.
No slowdown in momentum yet. But in case we flip it, we are the first to know. Yeah. Euro, fun, nice, bro. Gold, same thing. Let's see. Keep a close eye on it, Terry. Xander says, September isn't an easy month for me. I know how you guys are doing, but it's going rough. But you're not alone, man. You are not alone. And it's not just you. It's also not just me. It is a lot of other traders out there that I know. A lot of other streamers that I know even. Have a very hard time right now at the moment. It's just the market is doing what it's doing here. And it depends on the it definitely depends on the actual session as well. Because London has been slightly better overall. It's pretty common. It's pretty common, the September month, to be this way, to be honest. Last year it was August, not September. I had actually a really good month in September. But yeah, it differs every year. So it is what it is, fam. Okay? It is what it is. We're following our rules. And that's all we can do. And yeah, if you get angry with yourself for every single trade that you take, you're gonna have a lot of problems in September. I think this is where a lot of people quit as well. If you follow your rules, then it's just all about repeating the process. Maybe fine-tuning here and there, but overall repeating the process and putting yourself through this stage. Sometimes it's even better to avoid trades that you usually take. Same thing for myself as well. Dollar index broke on the 5. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like this reaction so far. I like the fact how we are holding. I think that we might creating like a double bottom formation. That would be even better. Followed by an expansion. I do not see... After this reaction, I doubt the fact that it would come down and break right now. Tomorrow, different story. We don't know. Especially if they don't increase any interest rates whatsoever, then the dollar can can start turning and pivoting here. For now, I think that yeah, we have some upside potential here, which is only going to help us out here.
Euro is also breaking through, Lorenzo. They're breaking. It's aligning really good with dollar. You also still have the equal highs above. Like you have like multiple equal highs. So it's looking really good actually. Yeah, exactly. We have these equal highs right here. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. Equal highs right there. More buys above here. You know, the lows are taken out. The gap is filled. The range is targeted. The trend is hit. The Fibonacci 618 is hit. And you see quite a good reaction in combination with the bullish news. Yeah, so yeah, I think we're onto something. The biggest breakthroughs often happen after your biggest challenge, so just persist. I agree. You know, we can try to trade less. I think that's definitely better in September. But yeah, if we tend to lose more, it is what it is. You just have to swallow and accept it for the overall quarter. That's why I don't really like to judge myself by a single month. And especially not in this month, the end of summer, beginning of autumn. I rather look at quarterly results. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And then at the end of the year, you have your climax. IBAN, probably best swing trade, 1 hour chart to maintain clarity. Yeah. I like this gold setup right now. In case we continue, we have a lot of clear targets for the dollar. And yeah, gold is still holding support, so that's what we need to break. I think if we do break it, yeah, we have something here. Do you think crypto has a bull run next year? It's very hard to say. I do think that Q4 already is going to be very intense for crypto. Doesn't have to be positive though. It can definitely be a negative. What if the stock market just tanks or something like that? How is it going to impact or affect crypto here? How is that going to draw the liquidity out of the market? Who knows? It's very hard to say right now. What we do know is that we're constantly looking at it and we scalp our way through. If crypto comes down, I'm going to stack. I'm going to keep stacking, that's for sure. All right, 622 likes, 1300 watches right now. Guys, we really need to step up our game here. I don't want to sound annoying, but let's smash it to 1,000 likes.
Smash the like button.
Let's
here.
do that.
Let's go.
Smash it to 1,000 likes. Let's go.
You know what? Smash that like button right now. All right, ready for a break? People are like, no. You can ask it nicely.
I mean, it worked in some way or form. It did work. You know.
Yeah. So gold is holding still above the 1934 level, 1935. Yeah, we're still holding. We're still holding. We have to be patient. Lorenzo, what is the best movie? I was actually intended to watch the Wolf of Wall Street again this last weekend, but I didn't. So I'm probably gonna do it. I think this weekend I'm gonna watch the Wolf of Wall Street again. It's a movie that you can keep watching over and over again. It's one of these.
Such a
I'm
good
not really a
movie.
big movie guy, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that one. The Big Short I already watched. I love the Big Short, by the way. Very interesting. It's actually very similar now, right? The real estate market and stuff, the real estate crash. The Big Short, yeah. Yeah. Margin Call. Great movie. Have you seen the previews of the movie Dumb Money? I'm not sure what to think about it. No. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I do like, you know, my favorite niche is the mafia niche. I'm a big fan of like I'm a bit old school right now. Like Scarface. You know, it's the typical Scarface, The Godfather.
I like it. I love it. Scarface is definitely...
Other movie? The Godfellas. Or Goodfellas, or Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas, yeah.
Such a good movie. The Sopranos. Like, I'm really deep into that mafia stuff. I don't know. It's my blood. You know? My roots.
Italian. Let's see. All right, breaking through, looking really good.
Euro is breaking. Yeah.
Yeah, Euro is breaking
Okay,
through.
Euro is reacting nicely. Yeah, Euro is reacting good.
Yeah, I'm looking at that 15-minute closure.
You know the
as well on the
106
DXY.
A22.
Yeah, I already had. So what I did on the hourly is that we had that hourly wick that went actually into the breaker. That now it's going below it. But what you mentioned, I really want to see them break through the zone they're in right now.
Yeah.
And if they then come back up and wick up, it does have a lot of potential. But yeah, I want to definitely see them first break this zone.
Yeah, great.
It looks really good though. It's a lot of potential.
Yeah, look at everything that we have below built up. And again, it's a daily trend line rejection. It's the value area low as well as the 618, like you said. So a lot of confluence is coming together in combination with the dollar having these equal highs right here. Breaking internal structures now, bouncing from that trend 618. It aligns very well. So Euro is looking nice. Gold coming down now as well. There we go, finally. 15-minute will be closed in, yeah, just closed, I guess. We closed below it, yeah?
Yeah.
Next up, 30 minutes. So we followed this trajectory here. There we go. Up, took out the highs. Now it's coming down. Dollar pushing, Euro on support. Yeah, this is where it gets very interesting, fam. So we have the hourly 30-minute closure in 15 minutes. Let's go to gold. I need to set it up on go. Yeah, it's aligning. It's aligning.
It's looking really good.
Yeah. Not yet. Well, we're heading towards the direction of a trade now.
All right.
And I like what the dollar is doing here. I do think that with that bounce, with that gap fill, with that overall reaction from the trend and everything that the news with the news coming out, like a lot of things are coming together right now. So gold will have to break structure and close below. And then we have a pretty good confirmation for trade here with a decent risk to reward as well. Back to the Sunday open eventually. With a TP point right at the 1931. Which is where you can put your stop loss and break even as well if you want to. And that could lead into risk-free trade from there. So that closure is what we want. And then we are we're in.
Also looking at gold, like on the 15-minute, they actually went down and now they're pushing price up again. So I think the 30-minute closure is really important to have.
The 30-minute closure is what I'm waiting for, yeah.
Euro keeps pushing down at the moment, also on the 30-minute. It aligns really good with the, it is actually the same as your gold setup. If you're looking on the 30, you can actually see the low at 6.
Oh, you mean the low below here, huh? Oh, no, the same low. Yeah, 820. 820.
Same low.
Yeah.
Same low. Also on the 30 would really good. And if they then come back up to make equal wicks, then go further back down. It would be awesome.
Yeah. Keep in mind, we have that support here. You see that? At 106.757.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%. I'm looking at your screen. I like the push momentum though to the downside.
I like the volume in
really
general
good.
now. It's okay, huh?
Yeah.
It's good. And the New York Stock Exchange, by the way, is that's also important. 10 minutes. So
10 minutes from
we
now.
have to wait for that 30-minute closure.
Yeah. The best thing would be if they open, right? They close below and they open. They push price up without a bottom wick, and then they manipulate price to the upside and then they flip it. That would be the best.
Yeah.
Inducing
Take it to
people
like
to
the
go
5
long.
minute. For the euro. Yeah.
Would be the best. To that zone up there, that would be awesome as good.
Yeah, patience fam. All right. The New York Stock Exchange is opening in like 11 minutes. We have been coming down. I think some sell stops got activated as well there for people. The enter for sure. We're some orders placed below here. 30-minute closure in combination with the New York Stock Exchange open. And then we have what we need here.
Alright, looking really good. Price keep pushing.
Dollar is doing its best, that's for sure. Yeah, that range that held nicely here so far for the dollar. So now that's looking good. The dollar is pretty much showing us the confirmations we need. Now it's up to gold to continue its momentum here.
Cormac says, I think it's rude how nearly half of the people not hit the like button. I agree. I think me and Lorenzo are actually really emotionally damaged by this. That you guys are not smashing the like button. We would really appreciate it if you guys would smash the like button.
Lorenzo, are you Italian? No, my father. I'm half-blood. I'm mixed. Yes, sell below the closure here. We're still holding above that 1934 level. That's an annoying level. That's where I want to see gold below. Not above this high, below that high. Very important. Don't want to see it above it anymore. I want to see it below. Yeah, so bullish news tomorrow. Who's ready for tomorrow? Should we go live twice or should we go live during the FOMC? This is at 2 a.m. for me. I'll think about it. Based upon the volume tomorrow during New York, I'll think about it. We have done it many times before. So it is an interesting decision today. It could have a major impact on the economy, even if they decide to randomly, change and increase the interest rates here with 25 basis points, for example. But yeah.
All right, looking in the closure 6 minutes from now.
WB, I've been away a bit. Are you only focusing on gold? No. But mainly, we're focusing a lot more on gold than before, that's for sure. 5 minutes for closure, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, guys. Let's see if we can close below here. Anything can happen in the last 5 minutes. You know it.
100%.
Dollar is doing better. Yeah, with gold, I definitely like closures. A lot of fake outs, and again, choppy markets are very choppy lately, as well now with the volume, current volume in the market. So, yeah, closures are key, and especially because we were like, the moment it came down, I think it was what, 5 minutes ago. 10 minutes before the New York Stock Exchange opened. So. That's just where you wait for the open to go and to show show what can happen. So you're at least aware of that, at least aware of the fact that the New York Stock Exchange is over top right now, and yeah, you have a closure below that low. It doesn't provide you with certainty, but it reduces a chance of a fake out. Advan, what is your advice on gold buying or selling?
My advice on gold?
No, that's a question in the chat. What is your advice on gold buying or selling?
I think gold is going to 3,000 by 5 minutes from now. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just kidding. DJ, welcome back in the game, bro. Hope you're doing
to be
good,
honest,
man.
I do see a major run for gold in the near future. Like
100%.
Like Q4 and Q4, beginning of Q1. The gold rally it is coming. It is coming. So Lorenzo, can you have a word with Thomas about some of his personal choices? Tell me what's going on.
My mans wants me to watch Lord of the Rings, and I told him that I'm not gonna watch Lord of the Rings, and now he's upset about it. So yeah, that's the issue that we're facing. Because I need to watch the Lord of the Rings, but I don't care about the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, you know. Shame, shame, shame.
The Lord of the Rings. I've never watched the Lord of the Rings before.
You see, me and Lorenzo, we understand each other. We understand each other. I'm not gonna get those hours back. Exactly, that's what you're talking about.
I have watched Harry Potter.
Me too, actually. Me too. I will watch The Lord of the Rings when I'm like 80 years old.
Joe says it's not worth the time.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. My man.
Finbar, you should ask Lorenzo first if he ever watched it before asking him to give me advice about watching Lord of the Rings. That was a better way of approaching it, brother. That was a better way of doing it. Igor is asking, are you in contact with Tate? Are you in contact with the top G?
The top G? No, I'm not in contact with the top G. 1933 rising wedge pattern support. Trendline support. Surprise makes huge wicks. Yeah, 50 seconds till closure. So it's unfortunate that we don't close below it. We actually close above the 1939, above that support or that initial resistance here that turned into support. So that's why closures are extremely key for us, especially during these times here, and especially because the New York Stock Exchange, right? So yeah, what's next? Well, 30-minute closure is next. Maybe you know, a pullback. We have created internal highs. Okay, so this is good. These highs internally are broken. We might retest the highs, turn it into support, and continue its momentum. Look at these equal highs here. It's a very clean and clear target to me, and the bounce was amazing. Internal confirmation, great. Gold needs to do a better job here. Okay, gold just needs to do a better job before we enter.
All right, we had a closure again to the downside on the EUR USD, only managing to break the last wick though, and close below. Now pushing price up. We don't have a bottom wick on EUR USD on the 30.
As an Italian, you should look at Pinocchio. I heard that new movie was extremely good. What was it called again? Oh yeah, let me show you guys. Yeah. Let's watch this one right here, right now. In Discord. Totally forgot about this one. Silly of me, of course. The Little Mermaid, the new trailer. Thomas, what do you think?
Oh, what a beautiful movie. I already watched it, bro. Like, we watched it together last night. What are you talking about, Lorenzo? Come on, man.
Joe says,
I'm not gonna lie.
Above the last 30-minute candle EU. Sorry, Thomas.
No problem, man.
Is there a gap above 30 minutes? Yeah, there is a gap here between 107.076 and 106.95. On the 30 minute, actually, sorry, not between that. No, between the 107 and the 107.7075. So, yeah, let's see how you react here. You have not created that low, but yeah, let's just see how we react here. Gold's coming down again. Are you only day trading? No. I'm doing this for streams as well here for you guys, and it's great education. Also, because you constantly see what I do, and yeah, it's also a track record, building a track record online, live. For me, that's very important because, yeah, I do not know many guys, many traders that build their track records live on stream. So everything is traceable like that. And I think it will help a lot in the future in regards to the credibility. And nobody can take that from me, you know, putting in the work. I mean, who's going to put in the work to do 400, 500 live trades on stream? Like, who really is willing to do that if you can just show your Lambo and, you know, and then sell course or whatever the case may be, you know? That's much easier than doing 500 trades live on stream. So that's what I want to do first. And then I want to show the Lambo.
Top week is being created on the 30-minute candle on EU.
Yeah, we're coming down.
Silence says you're just for the real people.
Still want to see the closure.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no way around it.
Faison says, Lorenzo, why are you always bearish on gold?
It's a good point. However, we were actually bullish Thursday stream, Friday stream, Thursday stream. We actually nailed the bottom here perfectly. I'm not sure if you were here. My order was at 1905 and it came back to 1901.2. Slightly missed it. A lot of people entered though. And it actually played out like crazy. So it's not always the case, but yeah. I have been more shorting lately than longing. That's a fact. Based upon the data. The data doesn't lie. Yeah, we were expected to 1900. Yeah, exactly. Lorenzo, yesterday on stream you entered the trade and exited the trade offline. Yeah, what made you change your mind? Yeah, good question. I talked about it before already, but I'll explain you one more time. The dollar created that the following move on the where is it? The 1 hour. Yeah, this one. This candle right here. So we created this one and we closed it and we started to come down and we failed to break the highs. We failed to break that top wick on that candle structure. And we immediately came to fill down that structure right there. And the moment I already saw that we couldn't break that top wick, I was like, you know, we might be pushing down again and start continuing our range and go for the low. So we had that wick here. I was like, you know what? I'm not a big fan. Let's take this opportunity to enter on a break even. Minor loss here. You know, 2 or 3 pips max to just accept it and go out rather than staying in position. October, November, long season starting. Yeah, so what I personally believe is that gold is indeed looking good. And especially if the dollar decides to come down, continuation down, yeah, gold's gonna push further. That's just the reality here. Okay, great. So you always sync your trades with the dollar index. Yeah, absolutely. Whenever it makes sense, whenever that correlation is there, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Same for the euro. What are we waiting for? I need to see a closure below that low. What if gold runs without us? Then it is what it is, man. I'm not going to chase anything anymore here. We are in September. We are in the worst month of the year. No need to chase trades. And every single time when we think, oh, now it goes and it's too late, it comes back. Press 1 if you recognize that one in the chat here this month. Every single time we say, oh no, it's gone, it comes back right away. I don't want to place a trade, click on my position, and it's gone. A new trade, and it's gone. So it's the closure for me, for real. It is what it is if I miss out on this one. Do what you want to do, personally. Hey, but let's be honest. The value area low is doing its job, right? Once again, it doesn't disappoint. Same thing as what we've seen here. With gold here, back towards this previous range, okay? Right there, we have the previous range right here, fixtures run profile. Tapped into that zone here. There we go. Help you with the range. Very, very similar behavior. Is that range trading here? I'm going to help you with how to pick the right ranges. Value area high of this range right here. Anyways, we'll talk about it later. LTA concepts. We're gonna release our playbook with the VARN profile, and it's up to you how you can how you take advantage of it in regards to your entries. But something big is coming on our YouTube channel. In our Discord, you're gonna love it. Absolutely love it. It's up to you how you want to enter. Aggressive entries are entries right at the value area low or value area high or point of control, depending on the structure itself. Aggressive entries, confirmation entries are entries of break of structure. So you tap into the higher low and then you break structure. Before coming to your stream, I did not even know there is a dollar index that I can correlate with my trades. So thank you. I discovered this and a lot of other things. Amazing. That's great to hear, Ben. Amazing. And look at this, fam. We're not going to get trapped right now, right? Up to you. If you want to enter aggressively, you get tricked. You know, they're taking out the lows. They're letting you think, oh, we're going to go now. We're going to go now. And then they still flip it. And I've seen it too much this month. So if we missed the boat, we missed the boat. But yeah. We have to follow our rules here. Drop the settings for the VARN profiles in the description. Euro is holding pretty weak, Thomas, right now. Euro is not really doing its thing, so that's a good sign. If the dollar decides to push through, then the euro might indeed break these lows and we have something there.
100%.
Yeah, the patience required for gold sales heart-wrenching, but anyone that's already trading here for a while right now knows that, not just here, on other streams and stuff, like gold was beautiful 2 months ago, 3 months ago, beautiful. Every expansion was just a closure continuation, closure continuation. This is normal. So have to be a bit more patient in September here. Lorenzo, could you please show us again which indices you are using for eurojpy? Yes, the Japanese yen basket. The JPY basket, okay. Absolutely getting destroyed right now. You could use, in theory, the Euro index as well, okay. Euro index showing you very similar behavior. Value area low rejection as well here. That's no surprise. Look at that. So the euro is getting weaker, okay? This is a confirmation that the euro index is getting weaker, therefore the euro is getting weaker. So now you see that if you break below this low, this is where we're kind of holding support right now, right? Support, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. If you break below, euro is getting weaker. If the dollar then holds and the euro is tanking, euro US dollar will still come down. So euro is starting to look weaker, and that's a good sign. That's a very good sign here. So, yeah, I think that you have something here. If indeed the dollar decides to continue its momentum, go for these short-term highs here, equal highs there. With the euro being this weak, yeah, you have a nice short below that level, and a bunch of liquidity built up below as well here. So, yeah, I do like it. Gold is just that closure below. Which months are good for trading European? I mean, this whole year has been all around pretty good. We had a profitable month literally this whole year. September has been the worst start, at least for now, this year. And August was already slowing down. August was already slowing down a little bit. But yeah, the last 2 weeks of August were pretty decent. First 2 weeks of August were not that fantastic. September, you guys know it. Practically break even at the moment. After already the whole month, I think 19 days. March was my biggest trade of my biggest month of the year. Like a big month. More than 20%. What are the lines on the screen? Yeah, you could say that you could see that these are certain pivots indeed. Please explain which time frame you look for closure. I'm looking for 30-minute closures now at the moment, to just make sure you get out of that manipulation. You trying to avoid these fake outs right here. Yeah.
All right. Going in the last 15 minutes of the 30-minute candle. The euro looks really interesting, especially on the 15 minutes. Lorenzo, if you look into it, you see that they are really heavily respecting that last hourly wick right now on the 15. You see that if you go to the hourly, you see a specific wick that they keep respecting. They just can't get away from that wick. It's the same wick that we're looking at, the zone that we're in right now. they just keep respecting it and build a lot of liquidity to the downside on the 1 minute. It's looking really interesting.
Yeah, the euro is definitely losing strength here. The euro index itself. So then the question is which pair or which asset against the euro is the strongest? That could be the dollar soon. That could also be the Canadian dollar, for example. That's the way we should look at it here. How long have you been trading? Around 6.5 years, 7 years almost. With, you know, yeah, last 3.5 years I've been like grinding. Really, really grinding. Time flies though. It's almost 4 years already, so time flies. Why is there sell below closure? If we close that 30-minute candle below that level, we look for shorts here. What is the most valuable information you've learned to be able to trade Forex? Yeah, I have to say the correlations for sure. I think this is by far, it gave me the most perspective, right? So not particularly a great understanding of the markets in regards to a specific strategy or tool, whatever. But the global understanding of, okay, if A goes up and B goes down, and C goes up and D goes down, and then I can find ways why things are going up and down. So it's the perspective. So the correlations, for sure. How much did you lose already? We're not in position here. We're waiting for the closure below. Body closure below. The dollar doesn't correlate well with gold. It does amazing, but not always, right? Whenever you have, for example, the FOMC coming or the CPI and it's news related, gold tends to do its own thing a little bit more than indeed when it's when there is no news involved, when the market is just regular. So it depends on the market conditions. But I agree, it's different than with the EUR/USD. It's very direct, very strong negative correlation with the. You can also use the government bonds and like other things to look at it. This is the reason why we don't enter right away. All right. This is the reason why we waited for that closure. Why go against the dollar, the gold recent trend? Yeah, there's something like, you know, what is it called again? Your trend is your friend. Yes, that's true. But that does not mean that you cannot counter trade it. I don't see what is wrong with counter trading at all. I really don't. Most of my profits came from counter trend trades. Yeah, so gold's pushing. Let me confirm that we're not in yet, because otherwise you might think again that I'm doing something against my rules. Let's see where the dollar is doing. Okay, the dollar is getting pushed down a little bit at this high. Okay, it was, expected somewhat at this high here. Yeah, let's see where this hourly candle closes as well. Euro has not been doing much. The gold has still been in that range. We have been here for the last, 2 hours, 3 hours? Lorenzo, gold liquidated London highs, made a chalk in the lower time frame. Price left a 1 minute supply, 90.36 is liquidity to take under that zone. Check it out. Yeah, London highs, yeah. Change the character, yeah. Pullback. 1936.536. Yeah, that high against around the value area low again, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Bo. Yeah. Yeah. It is interesting if you come back up a bit further still and then reject from there internally.
I feel at home here. I feel at home. I feel at home here.
What are your thoughts about gold breaking the trend to the upside since it's been bearish for months now? Yeah, it could be. I do think that we need to really break serious highs for gold to flip. Because we still have lower lows, lower highs on the daily. And we still have a massive gap below as well. Between 1885 and 1856. Or 55, 45. What I wanted to see was a massive long squeeze. Before one of the biggest rallies. Heading into Q1. At what point do you invalidate an idea end of session? No, I think for now, above the 1938, I think if you close there, then yeah, I think this setup specifically is invalidated. Yeah.
Euro still has some potential, actually. Looking into it as well.
Yeah, Euro has still some potential because, yeah, Euro index, man. Look at the Euro index. Look at how you reject the consolidation, expansion, retracement, liquidity building, rejection at the value area low, double top formation, and a lower low. Continuation. Target, range. Range 1, range 2, range 3. Starting at the equilibrium, which is, yeah, range 2, I would say. 618, range 2, 1032. I think Euro is gonna experience some weakness right now. The Euro index itself, so the Euro currency itself. So the question then should be, against which currency you should trade now. Is it the Canadian dollar? You want to look for the contrast, right? You want to trade the weakest against the strongest and the strongest against the weakest. So the question is, which one is weaker? Or stronger right now? Is it the dollar? Okay, decent, right? Decent. Is it the Canadian dollar? Whoa. Expansion, of course, right? Massive. Why? Canadian dollar is extremely strong. Yeah. So for example, look at this 5-minute range. You have this zone right now. This is information. So let's see what we have around this level. Yeah, beautiful. One. And then look for the confirmation with the Euro index. Wait for the break. Stop loss highs, lows, target to lows. If you pull back here for further continuation. That's like the global idea of how we look at things here. Please mark 1940 in gold. Yeah, the Sunday open. The previous Sunday open, sorry. Well, I will mark it out here. Euro dollar is correlation with dollar index and euro index. Yes. Will the limitless merge be back soon? Yes, we're working on it. We're working on a new limitless merge, so it's coming. We had some logistic issues. That's the conclusion. How do you use the dollar index against your advantage with gold? So if the dollar is very strong, you know, you have to just think about the following, right? We have the stock market, the equity market. We have the bond market. We have the cryptocurrency market. We have the commodity sector. All right. And then we have the currency market. So dollar, bond market, commodity sector, equity market. You want to just globally understand where the money is going into, right? So if the dollar is, losing a lot of strength, then that money has to go somewhere else. So then it's up to you to decide where is it going to. Is it heading into the stock market? Is it heading into government bonds, like long-term 30-year plus yield? Or is it maybe going into the commodity sector? That's what you're trying to figure out. And that's where that correlation comes from, the negative correlation. That's where you can base your trade setups on, globally, like on a macro level. Micro as well, by the way, with the chart that we're doing here. Based upon that, you have a global understanding of where money is flowing into and out. And that's how you can then, therefore you can use market structure in order to then actually execute and look for setups. If the market structure aligns on both charts, you can think, hey, money is flowing out of this, money is flowing into this. This is what I'm looking for. Closures, confirmations, warrant profiles, sessions, supply and demand, horizontal support and resistance are all secondary layers right there. Then you have level 2 data that you can implement as well. And if you find ways to combine that, you can start narrow down and create a beautiful strategy for yourself. How can you know when price will bounce from point of control or fall? Well, you don't. So that's why you wait for that reaction and you wait for internal structures to be broken. That can give you that confirmation. And closure would be nice, especially with gold right now during the September month, right? But it's that reaction, closure, that helps you tremendously here. Same as here. Same pattern over and over again. Consolidation. Liquidity building up here. You take out the liquidity up there. You come down aggressively. You retrace back, right? You come back into the highs. You get rejected at the value area low. That's where the warrant profile is used for. You tap into it twice and you break the low that created that high. If you close below here, that's a sell signal for the euro index. That's where you can start thinking about further continuation to the downside. Same thing for gold right now. as long as we have that closure. But yeah, if it stays like this, fam, to be honest, we might be able to just say, okay, you know what? I think we're not going to trade it. If you see this choppy behavior again, do you think it's wise to take a trade right now? What do you guys think? DJ Spray says, I really like the chat today. Very good questions about trading. Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to you guys, fam, today. Amazing questions, amazing energy in the chat. So far, I don't think it's wise to take it. As of what I'm currently seeing, we had just had our hourly closure here. Still above that level. That means another 30 minutes. I think it's too choppy right now. And I think we're all going to get trapped and wrecked if we go in. And feel the FOMO here. I think we have to be a little bit more, or at least I have to be aware of the fact what the current market conditions are here. Someone says, let's wait. Okay. Dollar is doing decent overall. Dollar is claiming back its territory. It held above that 10 minute. All right, so this is what we're currently seeing here, which is nice. Lower low, trend line bounce, 618 bounce, area of demand, range filling up the gap, higher high, pulling back, closing above, looking for continuation. It's looking decent. Next off the break, 105. Anna says gbpnzd has better price action right now. Let's have a look at it. Just have a look at it. What is this on the daily here, fam? What is this? How do we call this? Value area high. What does LTA concept stands for? Limitless Trading Academy Concepts. Or Lorenzo Technical Analysis. No, I'm joking. Value area high. So consolidation, expansion, retracement, back to that range. Value area high, hidden level right here. Go to the hourly, look at that reaction here. Tapped it in perfectly. What do you want to see now? On the 30 minute? You want to break the high that put in the low. Right here. So you want to break this. Then you can think about taking a pullback and looking for either a reaction and then look for the continuation, or you enter from here and you place your stop loss right below that low. Up to you. And you target that the buy side liquidity build up right there. So you have this range. I like that, by the way. You come up, come down. You could come down and continue up, or you just, come down and then motivations right here. A higher risk to reward. Looking for your entries this way. Okay.
So you know what someone said in the chat, Lorenzo?
No.
LTA stands for Lorenzo Thomas Analysis.
Ah, nice. Lorenzo Thomas Analysis. I like that one. That's funny. That's actually good. That's actually good.
Yeah, actually.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, looking really interesting right now. Actually, if you're looking on the EUR/USD, like we have opposing liquidity to take, shooting price up to then have a continuation to the downside, or we're gonna have a continuation now. It's really looking like same with the dollar index, right? If they manage to push price down first and then talking about the new hourly candle, right? If they then flip that afterwards, they took out the early buyers, so that's already really good for us. If they then take them out first, flip the hourly candle and have continuation, that would be amazing.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. If we close below, are we gonna enter? Let's see how the market is at, or where we at. We have done the hourly, the first hour done in regards to the New York Stock Exchange open. That's good. Yeah, let's see where we close. Okay. What are you looking for TP? Is it liquidity for very gap equal lows? It's actually back to the Sunday open with a TP at the lows here at a horizontal support level. Resistance support, so 1930 will be a TP if you could enter around this level. That will be a TP. The Sunday open is below, which is a nice target to look at. The 1924. So I got a lot of messages about the Vine profile as well. So yeah, it's just time to develop everything around it right now and to explain you guys how it works from A to Z and how you can start using it, implementing this in your daily routine. Macro, micro does not really matter. Of course, from macro to micro is always better for your your confidence. And I do believe we can help so many traders out with this information. Crazy. I really, really do believe in it. I'm very confident in it. And I'm actually very surprised why not many traders are actually using it. Check day time frame trend line on which pair you want to see on gold. In the short setup, would you TP at 1930? Yeah, for sure. %. David says US30 is tanking big time. Yeah, dollar is pushing us. That's great. Euro is coming soon. Euro index looking weak. Of course, as the dollar is recovering here, it's the perfect combination for a nice tanking for the euro. US30. Oh wow, yeah, wow. Oh wow.
That's falling.
Wow. Yeah, that's just crazy stuff, man. Look at this level for the US30. Look at this, guys. This is not a joke anymore. Look at this top. Look at the smaller range. Look at the point of control. And look how we came back. To the top of that range right there. And sold off. Like, monster. We had that liquidity built up, which is amazing. Like, this is not a joke anymore. Like, incredible. Incredible. Yeah, it's going for it. Yeah, daily. We're looking at it. Same for the Nasdaq. We are extremely aware of the fact that the stock market can make a massive dump here, especially when you see the government bonds, racking, stacking, very, very aggressively going up. Yeah, the liquidity gets drawn out of the market right now. Yeah, so it's that closure below. If it's too low, then it's not worth it. But yeah, during these market conditions, you guys know we're going to be extremely aware, and we have to follow our rules. If we miss out on our trade because it's coming down, it's coming down. If you want to enter, you should enter, but it's on your own risk. But you guys know the whole playbook here. Is a confirmation on the 50-minute enough? Just asking for a friend. I've seen the 30-minute being a little bit more effective. What is your experience, Thomas? It depends on the time frame. But, on the situation.
It really depends on, and it also depends on how far you're in a certain candle, right? So when you're building down candles, you're looking at an expansion. Let's say you're in the 4-hour candle. How far are you into that 4-hour candle? I think that's also really good to consider. So let's say you're looking for a 30-minute closure, which of the how many they like you have in total. You have 8 30-minute closures in a 4-hour candle. So which one is it, right? It's really good to ask yourself that as well. Are you in the expansion phase of the candle that you're looking at? Then I would say, yeah, it's a better closure. But are you in the distribution phase where they likely sell their orders? Is it going to be a valid closure? It's really good to ask yourself that question when you're looking at a candle closure.
Good point. I'm in short for 1936, Lorenzo, biggest profits I've seen. So I keep holding. What's your pin? Wow. I mean, for now, this target is still in play, but I just want to warn you. You can see flips like that. We have seen it already many times. Just during these market conditions, take some profits along the way. Can't hurt. Can't hurt.
Price is pulling down.
Yeah.
$20-minute closure in 3 minutes from now.
You look at 20-minute closure as well? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at multiple time frames. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
What up, Troy? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good.
All right, dollar broke the highs here. This is good for gold. The value area low, fam. Once again. We're gonna talk about multiple different entry strategies you can use here. Entry models, you could say. High risk, medium risk, low risk. Equals high risk reward, lower risk, or medium risk reward setups and lower risk reward setups. Whatever the case may be here. Look at demand coming in already. So that's why we take profits here. Be careful. And this is why I probably will not enter. If I see the market doing this right now, coming down, immediately getting bought up here. If you are long bias here, how would you enter? Internal, higher high. And stop loss underneath this low here. 1929, but I'm actually not long biased right now with the dollar. Looking quite strong, and also we have these equal highs above. So if I see the dollar coming here, then and I have to see gold coming down a bit more. The bird says, come on guys, show some appreciation. Let's hit the 1k likes.
Almost there.
In the chat, so like let's ask the question right now. Who learned something today? Who learned something today?
Press a 1 in the chat if you learned something today.
Like a small epiphany moment. That's all we're looking for. That's all I'm looking for, at least. For you guys as well. Especially when the market sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And I have to say, great questions today, man. A lot less Lorenzo, buy now, sell now, signal. A lot more in-depth quality stuff here. Yeah, the volume profile is amazing. Yeah, the closures right now, you know why we're waiting for closures in general here. At this particular, or at least during these market conditions. In March, we didn't wait for any closure. In March, we just entered on like the 1 minute. Randy says, but I'm learning to be patient, avoid FOMO. My biggest problem is to enter. Yeah, I've been there, man. I've been there, and it's very annoying, right? Because then you see, let's imagine you're patient and you see the trade going in front of your own eyes, and you're like, ah, shit. And it happens again, right? And then you're like, you know what? Next time I'm gonna enter right away. I should have waited. I should have been in already. And then you do it next time, and guess what? It's almost like they have a sensor in your house where they fine tune your emotions, and they say, "Oh, he's getting emotional. Let's turn tables here." And then you enter, you click on the button, and it's gone. That's the market, fam. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. To keep moving forward. We track our 500 trades that we're going to do in live in total. We're at like 250 now. So we're halfway there. And yeah. That's all I can do. And like literally show the growth. Show the process. and have a good time. You know, a little bit of entertainment here and there as well, and just make sure that we learn something through thick and thin. Also, when the market conditions are not that great. And then, yeah, we have some fun in our Discord as well. We created in a core with a really clean network of individuals as well in our VIP group. And yeah, I mean, life is good, man. How's the win rate for the London session? Ridiculous. Also, quality over quantity over the last month. Definitely not gonna lie here, especially September. Amazing. Like, these are all trades tracked in our Discord, by the way, as well, with proof. So, yeah, very good. Very good. Man, do you know one thing? Where you be like next time? I will jump in the trade and just me next come. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Chris says, give a man a trade he could profit once. Teach a man to trade he could profit for life. If you're serious about trading, check out the V3 in Discord. It will change your life. Great work, Limitless team. Thank you, man. Join our VIP community here. We have our private live streams. We have Thomas trading live during London. We got a nice win today as well. We have our Signal channel, of course, where we have our London trades right here. Quality over quantity, 90% so far. Not enough data, let's be honest here, but it's gonna be good. Events, courses, it's all in there, packed into one product for $997. Minus the 7, so $97 lifetime. $97, not 997. I know, crazy. Dollars is holding up nicely here. Cannot really push through the 105 for now. Do you give a V3 trial? I mean, we have a lot of courses in there, a lot of material. So what people tend to do is they come in, they take it, and they leave. No, we can't do it. Either you're committed, or you're not. It's up to you. Overall these years, what's the worst and best advice you've received, Lorenzo? The worst advice is dollar cost average. And the best advice is stay grounded. Hey Lorenzo, I bought the V3, but I can't send the message to the bot. I also opened customer support ticket. I'll help you after the stream, my man. I'll get you sorted. I'll get you hooked here. Yeah, okay, gold coming down. If you close here, yeah. We're already at the month, so... I think that's it for today, fam. Alright, I think it's too choppy again. I think that we could easily be manipulated here. If you are in, then make sure you somewhat close your position on break even, or put your position on break even around the 1930-ish, 1931. I have to follow my rules now. September, I want to stay positive. I want to finish my trading spreadsheet in profits. So if I would have entered 2 times already, would have 2 times come up, we would have probably be stopped out already. So that's why it's good that we waited for the closure, but now we're already down too fast. So it's just the market itself. It's just the way it is. We have to accept it here. Thomas, in case of London, a euro or US dollar here?
Yes.
What do you see there right now?
For tomorrow, you mean, right?
Yeah.
So what I will do, especially, is look at what the open price is gonna do tonight. So looking at the 1500 o'clock candle, because I see a lot of potential for Wednesday to actually put in the high or the low of the week, because we've been consolidating for a longer period of time. Or they need to break the low right now at 10675, and then I see the continuation for the rest of the week to the downside to take out the lows.
We're talking about this one right here.
Yeah, until then they need to they need to just show their hand first, and especially with news coming up tomorrow, I think it's best to wait for the open price.
Yeah.
And then look from there.
Perfect. Okay, guys, as you can see, the value area low has been doing its job today. Once again here, the confirmation lays in the following. Your risk entry is at the value area low. Question is then, where are you going to put your stop loss? The confirmation entry is the break of structure and a closure below for further continuation to the downside. This is where we're heading towards right now. Do take consideration that we're reaching that 30-minute closure. We already came down a little bit further. Next sells could be below the 1930 for further continuation back to the 1924. All right, so there is still room for further continuation from here back to here. We're going to talk a lot more about the Divine Profile, and we're going to build, of course, the LTA concepts around it, so you know exactly what to do. And I think we can help a tremendous amount of traders out. And we're going to just, put it on our YouTube channel for everyone very soon. So if you haven't followed and subscribed to the current new channel we have created, which is called the Limitless Trading Academy channel, then join, subscribe. We're going to release a podcast soon. Content is coming there. Tommen is going to go on there as well, and the rest of our team. So we're going to have a really, really good time. Okay. If you enter regardless, secure yourself whenever needed. I'm going to be back tomorrow for you guys with the FOMC meeting. Okay. I enjoyed it. Great congruence, great energy, great questions in the chat as well, fam. So keep it up, fam. Keep it up. Do your thing. We have to follow our rules. September has been nasty so far. I'm not going to lie. It's just a reality. But that's the fact, all right? We're going to be back tomorrow. And secure yourself. Be safe out there during these market conditions right here. All right? See you soon. Much love, fam. Much love. Ciao, 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 ciao.